I need to take you, and you become like, come on, need you right there. No, not there. The side one. Right there. Alright. Get rid of that. Got one still stuck in there. Let's go with organization. I missed the jetpack. Now, did I get it in the right spot? That's the big question. I may have to. I'm probably gonna have to move it. Yeah, I'm gonna have to move it. I've got it in one spot wrong, but that's okay. Well, actually, it's going to a whole different area anyway. Alright, so we will start off with in the center, right there. You, but you'll have to be a little taller to go over the rock. Oh, you're gonna have to be a little taller. Actually, I'm gonna start with all of you. Just hello, I have a question. Can you connect conveyors to each other like conveyor exits of machines? Can they connect? Wait a minute. Let's see. Can you connect conveyors to each other like conveyor exits of the machines? Can they connect to a storage bin? Yeah, everything can connect. Like, I don't know if I. Okay, you got an assembler, right? And storage. You mean, they connect like that. You can also connect, if you needed to. Any input or output can connect to another one. You got an assembler here. You can connect, as long as it's a green connects to an orange, you're fine. And then you could also have a split. Well, it's on the, put it on the other side, but you get what I mean. A splitter. Yeah, you got to get the splitter. Logistics, you have splitters and mergers. Splitters and mergers. Yeah, you can't do anything really until you without the splitters and the mergers. They are. Tell you what. I mean, you can see my base. Thank you for the follow. You can see my base taking place over here. But you can see I've got foundries right there with splitters, so the ore's coming in and gets split and goes into the foundries. Why is it I always run out of cable at the opposite end of the base? Of course. Alright, now let's get rid of some of this dog breakfast stuff we got going on here. Alright, you are not going there. You will be connecting this way. Because you're connecting here. You will be connecting there. And this guy over here are running into yourself. Now, you're just too long. All right. Now that looks a little better. Now these I'll probably move down a little bit. I definitely will. That'll end up having to be moved, but we're good for now. Let's put the collars up here. Yeah, that whole thing's got to be moved anyway. Pipe support. Now, you can do stackables, but the problem with doing stackables is you start adding height. And I'm not wanting to add height. Now, foundation's on the ground, everything's level, and you're moving the things that I can see the stackables. But for me, I'm not adding stackables because I don't want to add height. Thought about making this 3 wide with having a pillar and the underground angled ones, but I don't have the angled ones yet, so. Now, actually, okay. You're in the wrong spot. But you were the test anyway. Raid coming. Okay. I like raids. Raids are good. It's gonna have a little dip in it, but that would be cool. Alright. Now let's get back up here so I can see what I'm doing. Pumps. Oh, we got a raid. We got a raid. We got a big raid. Woo! Snoot. We have a raid from Snoot. Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome, welcome, welcome to my channel. How is everybody doing today? We are playing with pipes. How is everybody? Whoa, no, I'm going to kill myself. Get raided and kill myself. All right, well, for those of you who have never been in mine or was before, I was doing an anti-gravity based build in the old thing. I'm redoing it without the anti-gravity right now. You can see, but I build on levels. Let's just go over here and take a look. Well, I need my truck. I'll show you what I'm doing now, and then I'll take you over to my base, and I'll give you and give you a gander over there. But I restarted, so now I'm getting coal. None of that bio for me. You know, got off that bio as quickly as I possibly could. But I have discovered that you can put 6 water extractors here, which means I can support 40 coal generators. Yeah, I know the Fountain of Emote things that, you know, every time something happens, I should turn that off, but my water will be coming this way and going all the way over here. You can see my fledgling coal power generator starting up here. Six water extractors at 250% will supply 40 generators with no water left over. Basically 3 for 20 on one side, 3 for 20 on the other side. The way it works is, I'll show you. You take your 3 pipes, you're coming in, and you'll see the first 6 come in like this, and then on the 7th it goes in. The second one comes in, and then you go 7 and you do it again on the 8th, and it'll end up, everything will go in. I've tested it out. It does work. So this will be my coal power generating area. Plus, there's sulfur here. You can get compacted coal eventually. My base itself, I love the slide. Where's my tractor? There's my tractor. Does it work around? Yes, it will work at 100% load. That's the thing I tested. Where's my tractor? Oh, it's way over there. There's my tractor. But hey, Smirkin! And ahoy! Yes, I retired Navy. That's me, old guy. Still streams. Actually, I've only been streaming for about I started April. I've almost been streaming a year. Wow. Okay, who hid my tractor? Who hid my tractor? There it is. Now I'll go over and show you my base design. I'm going to be putting pillars on my base too. Snoots called my my golf cart. It's his people. I'll also show you what I call the awesome siphon, which is actually right here. This was the prototype of my awesome siphon. Oh, Max for thanks you, M4. Thank you for the follow. This right here is the awesome siphon. I'm guessing, yeah, he does things like that. If you take a Mark I belt into here, the 60 that go in per minute, you'll get 0.2 of those out and 59.8 out there, which you can put back into your production, which I will show you that in actual operation over here. All right. Ilunovich for the follow. Thank you. Yes, I call it the awesome siphon because it keeps all the overflow going, which I will show you right over here. And they're very easy to build and quick. Wait. We don't have the light going. I put these on every one of my production lines. All right. You can see like copper. Copper's coming in and it pulls off up to 60 per minute. It goes through splitter and then merges. Splitter merges, does that 5 times. Then it goes back to here. When this is full, like see how it's stopping when your storage gets full? All of your overflow will go here. And everything is going into the Awesome Sink. I build it for every one of my production lines. I put this little sink right here. And like I said, it is so simple to build. Watch this. This is how easy it is to build. You take splitter, right? Put 2 of them. You go 1 space, 2 splitters. Then on the top, you put your merger. Delete the middle ones. Conveyor belts. Come on. Then lifts. Do the same thing with the other side. You put a splitter coming to here. And you come off here to your sink. And right here, you put a merger back into your production line. Boom, you're done. This is much easier to understand now that I see it. But when you were explaining in a Discord chat the other day, I was a little lost. Yeah, like I said, like I said. And you can build it just as quick as that. Boom. Well, thank you. I thought that's why I named it the Awesome Siphon, because that's what it does. It siphons off just a trickle and throws it into your Awesome Sink. I mean, we're talking 0.2. I actually, just to show you, I can bring it up here, because I didn't know whenever I was doing it how many sinks I was going to use, so I set it up. If I go over to my little spreadsheet right here, you can see if I'm using 5 splitters, it's pulling off 0.2. If I go down to 4 splitters, it's pulling off 2.2. 3 splitters is 6.6. 2 splitters is 20, of course. And 1 splitter is back to pulling off 60. Yeah, my little spreadsheet. Yeah, I know. Hey, I like Excel. It keeps me straight with all of my stuff. Hey, well, I have heard that you had to use spreadsheets in Eve, but I never got into Eve, unfortunately. Yes, it does. My spreadsheet, I have well, I'll give it's a work in progress now since they changed everything, but I'll give you a show of it. Here we go. Let's see. On the spreadsheet, you can see like iron ore. I'm pulling in iron ore. This is the nodes and everything. Anything I copy below here uh, gets added up into the stuff, and you can see the powers. You put slugs in, it changes everything. You double click on the item, it takes you here. Any of these things you click on, like iron rods, it's telling me I'm needing 32. I'm making 39. It gives me 6.8 because I've got a 2 going in the siphon, but I can click here and go. I kept this one highlighted because I downgraded it a little bit, but that's once I get all the recipes in, then I'll put the spreadsheet on my sheet on my page so it can be downloaded. The one that's on there works great for early access. When you put Excel in the game. Well, thank you very much for the nice thing. Now, my base is built on 3 levels. This level is outputs. Everything that gets produced comes down to the 3rd level, goes through the awesome siphon, and it goes up into storage. All right. This level is all inputs, which I made glass so you can see what's below. So everything that needs to be worked, it will come out of storage and go to where it's going to be used. See, I'm more making ratios to go to the type of guy because the bigger factories do proper calculations. Oh, glad I stuck around. Sadly, I have to leave now. Looking for it. Well, thank you there, Earbud, and be sure to check back anytime. I'm here for 3 to 4 days a week. Now my top, all these sections you see right here will eventually be walled in, and there'll be buildings. But this is the storage area. Yeah, I like the glass floor because you can see everything down. But the storage area here, like this area will be walled in. This is all making, what are we making here? We're making iron ingots here. All right. So, gotta take my leave too. Have fun. Well, thanks for being here. But like I said, you'll have inputs come in from the 2nd floor, outputs all go down to the 3rd floor, which helps with the spaghetti factor. Glass $4 for the floating factory. Yeah, the floating factory. Uh, well, I tell you what. I got everybody in here. Let's save this. New start anti-gravity base. Yes, I know. It's not gonna. The anti-gravity base. Now this. I like this. Of course, it won't. It's working now because the power is in limbo because of all the fuel generators are still full of power, but a lot of the recipes are all screwed up. But hey, that's all right. The reason why it takes so long to load, you will notice in just a minute why it's taking so long to load. There is a reason for this. And there is a good reason for this. Snoot's seen it before. And we're almost there. Come on, you can do it. It's almost there. Boom, there we go. This is the anti-gravity base. This Now I have since the last time a lot of people seen it, I have put walkways on everything. This is my anti-gravity base here. this 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 was me being bored. I did post this once on Reddit, yes. This was me being bored. So you can see, and the thing is, it's actually Steve friendly. I named the moth in this area Steve, and he can fly through without hitting anything. He flies right through my base. But yeah, I was bored waiting for them to figure out how to, do pipes. And I came up with this. Now the nuclear plant I had, it's just totally useless now. Brutus, thank you for the follow. But this is what. Now see, I always call, people, talk about spaghetti and everything. I go with lasagna because I'm in layers. Gas turbine, electrician, but I ended up flying hovercrafts. Now, I put these things up here so you can see what everything is making. I call it my airport turnstile. There's Steve. We're not going to make it. But you can see he flies right through everything. But yes, I flew hovercrafts my last half time I was in the Navy. And that was a great job. I wanted to do that. I was an OS and didn't get the opportunity to do that. Yeah, well, you know, they are fun. They were great. But yes, this is what I do when I get bored. Now, we have to get back to work. Which the thing is, this save is so much quicker to load up. Well, thank you very much. I had fun doing it. It was a lot of fun doing it. Wow, this is actually taking longer to load up than I thought. All right. But yes. Now you can see how the other one, they kind of progress the same. There are folks who are much further along their base, but I doubt any of them have more design conservation maps. No, there's a lot of them that do. I mean, you know, Smirkin's one that does a lot of figuring stuff out. Spectacular, thank you. All right, Raslik, you have a good day, and thanks for stopping by, and I'll see you later. Do like the slide. The slide is great. There goes Steve. But yeah, that's my concept. I'm addicted to concrete. Although there is one thing I have yet to understand, and I don't know if anybody else noticed this. The ramps, 5 concrete, 4 concrete, 3 concrete, foundations, 6 concrete, 6 concrete, 6 concrete. We're getting ripped off on this. You know that, right? We're not getting our money's worth on them smaller foundations. Smaller ones are more dense. Well, see, I thought I'd mention that while you were in here, you know, Oh, wait. We forgot to check the doggos. Flowers. And the other day, I had one give me a yellow and one give me a purple slug. The big ones are hollow. It's just always been something that was just kind of weird to me that they were like that. And I figured it was probably an oversight. But hey, you know. But of course, that whole hollow and everything doesn't matter when this one is hollow and it's still 6. You can build lower building by 1 meter, 3 meter. And before update 3 came out, there was a bug that allowed you to put a walkway, and you could put a foundation on it, and basically half the foundation. So, and you could spin it around, so it made making circles easier too. But they fixed that in this version. It's no longer there. But for a little while, you could actually go. You could take you could take the 1 meter foundation, and you could go up half of that. And that was That was great. Let me up. But yes, this is my power project now. Let's see, did I put my pumps down? I gotta, oh yeah, it's gonna be a side. Ah, I gotta put my power for the pumps. And yes, we get to do the slide. And drink coffee on the way down. Oh yes, the jeans are very rugged. Alright, that'll work there. Build 1200 per meter cubic. Well, to get this rise up, you get these pumps here, then this flat section right here allows you to reset the rise. Actually, yeah. Take this power line to here. This way, you get, you know, your 20, I'm doing 18 meters and like 18 meters here. And it works out. I tested it already. I need to put power. Wait a minute, that's not gonna work. I have to do that. And when they fill up, you can see the rise come up. Because of the flat section, the head lift goes back to 0. And then that dog breakfast over there will eventually come right beside it and do the same thing. I'll have 6 of them going. And then I will get rid of this. This is my temporary function to allow me to actually operate. That's right. I need have to fill in the gap. Ah! Let's do the middle one first so I can gauge it. I want to get these pipes all the way across here. can't afford because I ran out of pipes. And I've just realized something. When I do the other side, I'm actually going to have to go over here because I won't be able, well, maybe, let's see. Well, they'll work. It'll work. But I ran out of pipes. I ran out of copper sheets. I'm a big believer in this game of go big or go home. So when you're building something, build big, and if you think you're not build if you think you're building big enough, build bigger. Because you're going to need it. I really am missing some of my things like jetpacks and stuff like that. I've actually gone over my normal time stream, but I'm liking the people here, so I'm hanging out for a little while longer. Yeah. I miss my trains. You can see from down here how my buildings, my production floors are all 8x8. You can see, so you can see the 8x8 squares there. Well, they kind of lost a little bit of it, but you can see part of them, the 8x8, and the roadways in between them I made all glass. And then the middle floor I made all glass. And yeah, like Snoot said, it was kind of an homage to my anti-gravity base, so you can actually see everything that's going on. I really don't want to see ads for a hunt for hunters anymore. I need something. They do seem to play the same ads over and over again, don't they? You can see how they're my manufacturer for. That's for stability, you know. We'll get some more pipe, some more sheets. Well, I keep my stream on watching ads at the beginning. That way, I don't run the ads and they don't run and they don't interrupt everything. Unless you're a subscriber, then you don't get ads. Or you can watch the ads for free biddies. I'm a big believer in watching the ads for free biddies and using those to cheer, so you're not using your own money, and make sure you give out your Twitch Prime sub. That way Twitch doesn't get to keep, that money. I'm a big thing of, if you've got Twitch Prime, give out your sub. Find a random, while I would love to have it, I don't care. Just find a random streamer if you have to. Make sure you give out that Twitch Prime sub every month, because it doesn't renew it on its own. I didn't need that many. I need to find research tier that gives railings. Railings are not a research tier. They're the awesome shop. Right here, the fence. They're in the awesome shop. That's the only place to get them. Matter of fact, I will show that to you. I have my awesome shop right over here. Awesome shop. Let's see. Foundations. No, not that one. Organization. There it is. Organization. Factory railing. Cost 1 coupon. I'm still down in tier 3, so a lot of stuff's alien technology to me. Well, I'm tier 4. I've got one thing left in tier 4, and I've got to start my space elevator work going again. But one coupon will get you your railings in the awesome shop. Hey, we got 4. I need one more coupon. I'll be getting it soon. I need 6 coupons for what I want. And if you haven't been doing anything with the thing, if you go out and get you some hard drives and you pick up some motors and stuff like that, you can get a bunch of coupons real quick. But yeah, I haven't built a research sink and I've never seen a hard drive. Well, you can see right here, this is all my surplus production is all going into the awesome sink. So every bit of surplus stuff I've got goes into here. I build 2-line only for motor, go to sink. So yeah, in my old save, I have a supercomputer factory that had 28 industrial sized containers full of supercomputers. 67,200 plus a little more supercomputers. I threw all that into the awesome sink and came up with 1,341 coupons. That was in that other save with the anti-gravity base. I had built a supercomputer factory. That was my. Before that, I had a turbo motor factory, which I actually deleted and then built the supercomputer factory, which I didn't delete, obviously. What do I do with my tractor? Oh, it's back down here somewhere. Now that I started doing vertical, watched one of the devs in a 5x5 challenge. I might start adding miners. Yeah, I have, whenever I caught up the last time when I caught up with everything, I did a transcontinental railroad. And then after the transcontinental railroad, I did the turbo motor factory. Yeah. And then after the turbo motor factory, I took it apart, did the supercomputer factory. Then I did my nuclear thing, which is totally unable to do in this one, but my nuclear facility had 135 nuclear reactors. And it was all built in the void. It was. Unfortunately, now I'm not sure I could find enough water to handle those things. Since each one would require 300 units of water. Man, if you fall off the edge, avoid I guess you're not going to recover. Well, see, the thing is, I went down into the void, off the direction I'm looking, and I concreted the void 1 meter above the death zone. And then I put down 2,033 industrial containers, daisy chained them, and that was my hazardous waste storage. And then above that, I built manufacturers for uranium processing and nuclear fuel rod processing. And then above that, I had nuclear reactors, then another floor of nuclear reactors, and the top floor of nuclear reactors for 135 of them. And then outside of that, all the work to provide the ones down below all their work. As I said, go big or go home. In this game, there is no such thing as building too big. "30 sync machines, works 20 hours to sync all my old product." Yeah. It didn't take me long to do those 67,000 supercomputers. I think the limits around might allow you to compute it too big. Well, my machine's running 32 gigabytes of RAM. I'm good for a little while. Now let's run back. Planet Nomads would choke pretty hard when you make changes in a very large conveyor network. Run this back. Do you get better pipes later on? They haven't said, but I'm believing so, mainly because when you look at your water extractors, I do believe there's a 600 number in there somewhere. We'll look at it here in just a minute, but everything that's come out, with the exception of minor oil rigs so far, yeah, it's right. It says 600, but if you remember in the beginning, say like the Mark II miner, when they came out with the Mark II miner, you couldn't support the belts for a fully slugged out miner. So every time they'd come out with another one, they'd come out with faster belts. So I'm guessing we'll have upgraded pipes of some type. It's just a guess, but I think it's a pretty good one. I'm gonna have trouble here. Actually, let's do this. I thought the extractor was, well, the extractor is 120, but you can slug it up to 300. I have some slugs, but I haven't found out how to. Well, okay. When you take a slug, have you built a MAM yet? Because you got to build a MAM, and you'll have to sacrifice a slug in the MAM for research, and that will open. All right. The MAM. If you open your build menu in the special, you have the MAM right here. Modular anal. It's right here. It's under your special. You should have it by now. And that's where you get your research going. Okay. I love the new conveyor wall mount. I haven't gotten it yet, but I do. The wall mount and the wall power connectors, I'm really looking forward to. That's one of the reasons why I need 6 uh, coupons, just so I can get the stuff that I need. Now, yeah, this is where I may have a problem. Let's let's see if I can do this. I'm not sure it's gonna work. Wait, no. Will I be able to put the motor there? Actually, well, that's messed up. Why are you doing that? Why are you? Ah, I need vertical, that's why. Now, can I put a pump here? No, it's encroaching. That's what I thought. I'm going to have to move this all over one. I was thinking I might have to end up doing that when I saw it. No biggie. But what I'll be able to do with this, I'll be able to make it look a lot better. I will get rid of this column, and when I get the let's see, what keystrokes to go R. When you hit R, it changes it to what you're doing. You see, I don't think that I knew better. Faster belt is the same size and slower. The logic doesn't work for pipes. Well, they may add linear pumps too, but I'm thinking it'll be the pipes. But what I'm going to do is when I get the reverse foundation, I'll put it here so it'll be going up like that with a foundation running that way, and I'll change all this. That way I'll have basically a center line that's empty and 3 on each side, which the center line will be a place where I can move along, or maybe put a hyper tube down. If you consider the only limiting factor being the amount of pressure the pipe it can safely hold. Yeah, see, the thing is, they're doing a certain amount with the pit. It could be we're using copper as the medium for the pipe. Whenever you go to the pipe being a stronger pipe with a different material, then you can go to a higher pressure. It's my guess. Uh, Maybe. I'm not sure what they'll do. But yeah, all that's got to be moved over one. Oh well. That probably looks like a good spot then, since I do all this stream. Everything I do on this stream, on this save is streamed. So, uh, let's see here. What we got here? But it is getting toward my end. But I want to know who I've got that I'm actually running around with that might be able to handle y'all. Ah, I know the perfect person. I am about done for the day, but there is another person who he's been doing some mazes and stuff, but he's back into the game and everything. Mad World. He just made his affiliate last month. Thank you, Mutant Bob. Appreciate it. Feel free to come by, and if you have any questions and stuff, I am more than happy to help out for that. I would like to thank all the subs today, and the cheers and the follows. There are way too many. Just this last few from and Snoot. Thank you very much for the raid. It was much appreciated. I loved it. I hope y'all enjoyed my buildings and how I've been doing things. And I'm also an experimenter, so if you think I'm doing something different and you think there's a better way, I'm more than happy to try. But I always end my stream with a raid. So there's a guy named Mad World who's streaming, and he's a pretty good guy. And I think it would be